We're at the penguin pool. Look at all these penguins, man. It's epic.
Her parents stopped feeding her way too early.
You got a baby one up here, have you?
So we've been feeding her and teaching her how to eat and hand feeding her hopefully to the point where she'll start taking fish on her own.
Yeah.
But because the parents aren't feeding her, if we leave her in the box she might wander out because she's at the age where she wants to eat, she wants to explore. It's just safer for us to give her a little space, and then in the evenings we can take her up to the bedroom and she can stay in a nice warm box. But it's good for her to be outside.
Yeah.
Not safe enough for her to be by the water.
No.
But she's not waterproof, are you?
No.
Oh, cute.
She's right.
How many penguins have you got?
21 in total, adults, and then we have one little chick here, Nora,
Yeah.
and then we have another chick called Mumble as well.
Oh, awesome.
So they'll be at the point where they're allowed out on their own soon, but at the moment they're not waterproof. They haven't molted away all of that baby fluff. So if they came out, they wouldn't be ready to swim. They'd be way too heavy.
That's cool.
So Nora is out for a little bit of exercise, and Mumble is still in with his parents.
Oh, awesome.
He hasn't left the nest yet.
We've got to go back up that way in a minute then. That's epic.
They all Humboldt, John.
There's a little bit of information around there. They're all waiting, aren't they?
They're hungry, like another feeling. You do with a mackerel myself.
Ask her. Ask her to chuck one over.
I want it cooked though.
Have some sushi.
You know the penguins? Waiting. Probably, look at them swimming. That's awesome. Please, miss, can I have some more? Waddling. Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Lauren and I will be feeding these penguins for you guys today. Just before everyone arrives, I've gone round and made sure that everyone is here for a start. We do have 21 penguins here at the park and they are all Humboldt penguins. But every morning we need to make sure every single penguin gets one fish. And in this one fish is their salt tablets because it's not a saltwater pool. And also an aqua mini bit as well. The fish that we get in has to come in frozen. It's the best way for us to store so much fish. But when we do defrost it, it's losing a lot of nutrients. So we need to make sure we find every single penguin and give them that one little fish to start the day. So that can be difficult because they all do look very similar. So there's a few different ways that we can tell all of our penguins apart. All of these guys have a little bag a different number on each flipper. So the girls have their bands on the left and the boys have their bands on the right. After a while as well, you can slowly figure out who is who. They do all look slightly different, and every single penguin has a different speckle pattern on their bodies. So their bellies are nice and white with a few different black flecks on it. And each of these patterns are completely unique, just like our fingerprints. We do have a few older girls as well hanging around. So we have Flipper, who I have nudged over here a little bit. So Flipper is actually blind.
They are real fish.
Yeah, they're all fish.
So if she is hungry, we will pull her up onto the wall later to feed her, just so she's out of the way of everyone else.
What about the other one?
Very cheeky. Go for it.
I didn't even notice that.
The foods that we are feeding our penguins today are scraps. So they are very similar in size to sardines or anchovies that they would be eating in
He's
the
eating
wild.
lots, isn't he?
This young lady is
You're being a greedy
very
monkey.
herself, but that is absolutely fine. And just next to her is Houdini. So Houdini has laid 2 eggs outside this year. She's dug a little burrow in the gravel and laid 2 eggs just here. So we have a little umbrella to put out for her to make sure that she is in the shade. All of our penguins do have a nest box to live in if they want to, but Houdini just decided to do it outside instead, which is absolutely fine. So we can still hand feed Houdini, and her partner Rory will eventually come over and swap places with her to give her a little bit of a break away from those eggs.
There's one down there, under an
That
umbrella.
is okay, just gonna keep that one there. Okay, Mrs. So what Houdini needs to do is sit on those eggs for 40 days. So usually the parents take it in turns. You alright? Good boy. So Rory has been flying out the pool, just him, he's realised he's standing a bit too close to his wife. So they need to sit on those eggs constantly for 40 days to incubate them for anything to actually happen. So far this year we have 2 chicks already. We have Mumble and we also have Nora. So Nora is ready to come out and start exploring, but she's not waterproof at the moment. So she is just behind that wall there, and she has a little travelling crate and she's just wandering around behind the wall.
Can you see her from that
Her
corner?
parents have stopped feeding her
baby.
a bit too early, so we will be teaching her how to eat, just like
Right
all
up in
the
that
other
corner.
penguins. Hello.
Can you see it on the wall, behind the wall?
Yeah.
It's a baby
All
one.
of these guys as well are Humboldt Penguins. We have one that looks a little bit different in the pool. Our silvery, shiny grey one is little Plum, who is coming up to a year old. But we hear you. So Houdini is already doing a love call at the moment. I think Houdini wants Rory to take over sitting on top of those eggs, and hopefully he will do a little swim around and give her a nice little break so she can go for a swim. Well done, guys. So out in the wild as well, this is just one out of 18 species, and you can find all of those living in the southern hemisphere. But these guys you'll find living on the west coast of South America near Chile and Peru, so they do actually like it. It's really hot. Well done, guys. With the penguins as well, we just feed them until they're full up. So each feeding time they can eat up to 20 fish per penguin, so we will have a lot to get through. Flipper is also wandering the wrong way, so I will go and find her to make sure that she actually gets something to eat today. 1 second. Can you hear me, Flipper? I'm behind you. Well done. Can I pop you here?
Hello, that's even better.
So it is a little bit safer for Flipper to be up on the wall away from everyone else, and she is quite used to this. It just means that no other penguin is going to be pecking her while she's trying to eat. So she will be our little model penguin today. Good girl. So you can see the end of her beak has a nice hook shape on the end. So it's very sharp, so when they do give you a little bite, it's very sore. Inside of her mouth as well, she doesn't have any teeth. She has a mouthful of super sharp spines to make sure that when she's in the pool, grabbing onto those fish, they cannot get away from her. Good girl, Flipper. Well done. So these guys as well are just the classic black and white coloured penguins, and they have that little black band around the top to break up their white bellies. And this is a type of camouflage called counter shading that will help them, thank you, to escape predators in the wild. Good girl, Flipper. Well done. You can see as well, just around her beak, she has a nice pink patch of skin. So this is the only skin on their bodies that is actually exposed. Hello, other than their little feet. So when it starts to become a bit pink or a bit red, it just means that she's hot and she is blushing to let out all of that heat. So if she does go a bit red, we just chuck her in the pool so it's them.
That's cool.
Even though she can't see very well, she knows her way in and out of the pool. She knows exactly where she lives. So she is still doing really well with us. Are you going to take a break? Good girl. We'll leave you there.
That's awesome.
Can't see anything. Because she's listening to the lady's voice and knowing when to eat. That's really clever, isn't it?
Would you like some more flavour? Yes.
Yeah,
Good. Any more?
it's like you with your toast.
I'm not sure about that one. You can have that.
See where the fish is. Eyes don't work.
Oh, look at that.
Are you going to stay there? I'm trusting you. Yeah, I'm going to feed the others. We do still have lots of other penguins to feed as well. I'm going to leave Flipper there for just a second so she can take a break. We have, I hear you, Beaky, who is standing just on her own at the moment with her head up in the sky. I have not forgotten about her. Beaky has a broken beak, so the bottom half of her beak has snapped in half. So she needs to be given her fish sideways so that she can spin it around and eat it. Just like Flipper, even though she has something slightly wrong with her, it doesn't put her at a disadvantage to any of the other penguins because we are here to look after her. She can still go for a swim and she can still eat as well. So I haven't forgotten about her. We'll get to you, Beaky. More? Good girl, Flipper. If anyone has any questions as well while I'm here, please just put your hands up and everyone will come round. And also we have little Nora just hanging out in her corner over there because you've got to go and see her. She's nice and fluffy at the moment. She hasn't gone through her first molt yet. But when she does, she will be waterproof and she'll be able to be free around the pool like everyone else and go for her first swim. More?
That's cool.